Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Raid Shadow Legends video, I'm going to go over some of the top things that I've learned in my first 3 months of playing Raid. Now, when you download and start playing this game, you're going to be in the same position I was. Completely new player, completely overwhelmed by how much there is to do in this game. I mean, when you first look at it, what there is to do, it looks a little bit like overwhelming. There's like so much to do, it's a little bit crazy, but we'll go over the main things that I learn over time to be absolutely essential when starting to play this game. But the first good tip is to make sure you download it using my link in the description below or my QR code up top, because when you do that, you're going to gain several advantages. You're going to get Zargala as soon as you finish the tutorial. She's absolutely amazing, can attack all enemies 3 times. You're going to get a bunch of free stuff at the same time. 600,000 silver, 6 force mid potions, 6 rare skill tomes, and 6 rank 3 chickens, which basically, you don't know what that means right now if you're new to the game, but it means you can power her up straight away and get her leveled up and more powerful, which is really good. And when you reach level 15, you'll get another epic champion, Ugo, who can actually revive your entire team. So this is a really nice start to the game. So make sure you use my link or the QR code up top. Right, another thing you want to do straight away is use the promo code Supreme6. Go over to the tab on the left-hand side there, go to promo codes, and in there, just type in Supreme6, like that, press confirm, and you'll get another champion, but this time a legendary. That's like second to top. The best ones are mythical, then it's legendary, then it's epic. So you're going to get 2 epics and a legendary just by making this, doing this easy start, and make sure you do that, and you'll pick up Supreme Gallic. So a fantastic start to the game. Right, so let's now begin with the basic tips. Now, when you start the game, you're going to be offered 4 different champions to buy or to get for free. And basically, Kale is the best one overall. And the reason is he's got poison as one of his sets. Now, this is really, really powerful. And one of the reasons this comes in handy later on is when you start fighting the clan boss, the demon lord, things like that, all will be obvious about them in a minute. Then he is super powerful against them and will give you non-stop constant rewards based on just how good he is against them type of opponents. Then Athel is really good as well, and so is Elhain. You can't go wrong with either of these in a way, and they're all going to last you a decent amount of time in the game as one of your main go-to champions. When you get your starter champion, be it Kale, be it Athel, be it Elhain or whoever, then make sure you get them to level 60 as soon as you can. You do this by using the chickens and things like that we saw earlier. And we can also get them powered up by making sure they do plenty of battles and earning XP that way to make them more and more powerful. And then as you go along, you earn things called artifacts, which basically are accessories you equip on your champions to make them more and more powerful. And there's all sorts of different sets. And the best one which works on them will be tied mainly to what kind of skills they've got. So you're going to have to look at your champions, see what they do. Like this one here, attacks one enemy, places an extra hit if this attack is critical. And this one here, lightning arrow, attacks one enemy, then all enemies, has an extra 15% chance of inflicting a critical hit, places a 30% increased critical rate buff on this champion for 3 turns if the target is killed. And this one here attacks all enemies 2 times. She's out and out attack. So if you want to see what's a good way of going about this kind of thing, you can click the reviews at the bottom here and then see where people have rated where a particular champion is useful, which is really good. And you can even look at recommended artifacts and see like a recommended artifact set of which type of artifact is going to be good for this particular champion, because all her things are attack based, then everything is based on basically attack. We got attack there, critical rate, attack, and things like that. So, but when you put on the artifacts, you do have to bear in mind that each one comes as a set where you have to have this number of artifacts on a particular champion to benefit from that set. Let's go to a basic one up top, like set 2, life. So if you have 2 life artifacts, this is the ones with a heart, you will get 15% extra HP. You could have 2 sets of these. If you equipped 4 different ones, you have to have 4 of these in different slots, you would effectively get 30% extra life and so on, or 30% extra HP and so on. So again, offense here, if you had 2 of these offense artifacts, you would gain 15% attack. Right, other artifacts like Lifesteal here requires 4 different artifacts to be equipped to benefit from the abilities they give. In this case, heals by 30% of damage dealt, and so on. And the artifacts can also be upgraded. Like, I've got the Lifesteal set on her here. I'm not sure it's the best one for her, but hey, I thought it was fun, so I stuck them on her. But you can upgrade them. They go all the way to level 16 as a basics. This one still needs to be leveled up more, but it does cost a lot of silver, which you earn in the game, so you can do these things one thing at a time as you go on. And you press the upgrade button. You can either choose to upgrade one level at a time, or you can jump in sets of 4 to 4, 8, 12, and 16. And the game will basically simulate attempts to upgrade that artifact. And it's like, it can cost a lot of silver, but for each one, you go up in these sets of 4s, you get basic improvements as you go along. Like as we get to level 16 here, we get a new bonus substat. I don't think you can see what it is until you actually do that though. So really important to get and upgrade your artifacts. Right, so speaking of artifacts, a really good place to get artifacts from, 2 of the places are the Dragon's Lair and the Spider's Den. So we'll go to the Dragon's Lair, for example, and just show how we can use this to our advantage. So I'm going to pick a easier stage just to make sure it's not overly long. Let's just go to stage 4, for example. Now, the first tip within tip, there's going to be a few tips within this one, is use super raids. Super raids are really good. If you're taking part in a tournament, or you just want silver and artifacts faster, then click super raids, because I didn't actually see this at first either when I first started playing the game, but get double the rewards in one run with super raids. Save time and progress faster, twice the rewards, twice the energy, but only 1 raid. So if you want to do things quickly, then absolutely click super raids. Then you can also use multi-battle, which is mega useful. If you're still going to be at the machine and you want to do things like upgrade artifacts, try things out, things like that, you can start background and multi-battle. Those battles will then take place in the background. They'll still be being fought. You'll still be getting XP and getting those rewards from them, but you can do other things in the game. If you're going to be away from the game, then you can click start multi-battle, which is where you basically see the battle taking place. We'll take a look at this in a minute. And it will just repeat battles again and again and again, getting XP for your champions and artifacts and silver, things like that. But make sure you've done this part here correctly. Continue multi-battle even when all champions hit max level. If you're looking to just max level your champions, like get them leveled up, and you don't want to waste battles like not getting any XP, then basically turn that off. Continue multi-battle. If you lose a battle, you don't really want to be in a position where you can lose a battle. Just make sure the champions you've picked are good enough to guarantee winning that battle. Use gems to automatically restore energy is quite an important one. I've got this off because I just want to use my available energy without dipping into my gems reserve, but that's entirely up to you. Depends upon how far you want to go in a tournament sometimes, and obviously enable super raids. Gear selling filter, that is actually important and quite handy. You can actually turn that on because you don't always want the low level stuff. Choose the gear you wish to keep. All other gear will automatically be sold. I've pretty much always sold 1 and 2 and 3 star stuff. So pretty much I don't want any of that. So basically, like clicking the stuff we want to keep, I'm only keeping 5 and 6 star stuff. As a newer player, you may want to keep hold of the 4 star stuff at the same time. That's epic, legendary, and mythical, and maybe sell off the rest because basically they'll auto sell that stuff, and that is going to be really useful to your silver. But I've got enough stuff now that I don't really care about the 4 star stuff either. So all that is going to be sold. I'm only going to keep the 5 and 6 star stuff. And then you can start a multi-battle, and what will happen is the game will literally play the game for you. I'm not touching the mouse now. I've put it to one side, and basically our team is just going through doing the battles on their own. And as soon as one is completed, it'll go on to the next, and so on. But this leads me to another tip at the same time. You've noticed that, maybe noticed that 4 of my champions here are on max level. This is really important. Let's turn off that multi-battle for a second. You can end it at any moment you like at the same time, because I'm kind of wasting XP here. Atomo isn't fully maxed up yet on her XP, but this is another thing you want to pay attention to, is when all your champions are at the max level of XP. You want to actually start switching them around. If you're doing stuff, especially like a multi-battle or things like that, and let's go to the beginning. when I first started playing game, I had Elhain, I had Alice, and things like that, like really good, and they can carry me through on their own through several levels of the Dragon's Lair, of the Spider's Den, of the campaign on their own. And War Priest is a really good healer. You get her by playing the campaign, worth doing. Play the campaign, you pick her up early, and she's got some really good healing abilities. I picked up Kale a little bit later on, and things like this, and had an okay team for my level sort of thing. Now, you can have 5 people here, but if they're all at max level, they're being wasted. I know, and you'll know this when you start playing the game, who your better champions are, the ones that can dish out the most damage, the ones that can go through certain levels of the Dragon's Lair on their own. In which case, yeah, it's good for speed, but I actually suggest then taking out, say, 3 of them champions and putting in a few of the other ones you know are good and are going to need some more XP. So let's just bong them in there for now. Now, I know that these 2 can carry me through this stage really easily, but rather than XP being wasted on all the other champions being on near max level as well, then now I'm going to benefit from 3 other champions getting some XP at the same time when we defeat this dragon. And it'll happen really quickly because we've got Alice here and Elhain doing stuff in a hurry. And there we go, we're getting a load of extra XP and they've leveled up straight away. So when you're doing something like this, especially on multi-battle where you're going to do several battles, make sure you've got a few champions in there that can benefit from the extra XP, but only if you've got a couple of champions that can handle the level pretty much on their own. My next one is Play Arena. Arena is really, really good. I like it a lot. Classic Arena is where you basically have one team against opponent, and Tag Team Arena is where you have 3 separate teams and you can't use the same champion twice, and you basically have your 3 team fight the other 3 teams. But the reason why Arena is really important is because when you play these and you win battles, and you can win battles, like a lot of these are going to be really easy. A lot of people are really kind and they put in super low level teams like this, which are basically a guaranteed win, which is part of the daily tasks, which we'll come to in just a second. So we've got a win there. We pick up these various rewards, and you'll notice this here, which is really important. And when we go to the Great Hall at the beginning of the game, this is something again which took me a small amount of time to notice. You win these rewards by fighting in Arena, and they can develop your different affinities of your different champions, giving them really good bonuses, like health point bonus here, and things like that, attack bonuses, defense bonuses, and so on. So make sure you do Arena to pick up these rewards, because it's going to pay off just in the long term in the game on all these different abilities on all your champions. Now, another one, really basic but certainly a good habit to get into, is make sure you get into the habit of doing all the daily quests. They're really, really easy to do. Fight in Classic Arena 5 times. We've done that once already. You haven't even got to win. You just got to fight there 3 times. Increase champions level in the tavern 3 times. Purchase an item in the market. These are really quick to do. As soon as you do something like that, you can do that, get it. Daily quest complete. You can come back, claim it, and go and get another one. It takes literally a few minutes, but totally worth doing, because daily or complete all daily quests get you a reward as well. And this expands into weekly quests, like claim the reward for completing all daily quests 5 times, gets you more stuff. And again, you get better rewards, like you get shards there, and the monthly quests are going to again lead into more rewards, and the advanced ones again into even better rewards. So make sure you do those daily quests, and when you can, the weekly, monthly, and advanced ones too. Totally worth it. Also, as a new player, the campaign should be one of your absolute first priorities. You can start off on normal at Karok Castle and then work your way through the sewers of Arnok, the catacombs of Narbuk, all the way to the end. And it's not as actually bad as it looks. Like at first you'll think, crikey, I struggled a bit on these early stages. And then you kind of think, it's going to take me ages to get through here. But as your teams get more powerful, you'll find it perfectly doable. And then eventually you can work your way through from hard to brutal to nightmare, earning all these extra rewards as you go along. So make sure you do that, because it is a really good way of getting some extra rewards from the game. Another thing I'll do as an early player is unlock the mine as soon as you can. This is a really, really good way of picking up extra gems. It goes up to level 3, and the capacity is 15. So basically 15 gems every day, because it's going to take a full day to get leveled up on, or full up on level 3. But it will start on level 1, but pay for it with gems to get it to level 3 when you can. It's totally worth it, because it may seem expensive at first, but if you're in this game for the long haul, then basically it's a non-stop supply. A small amount, but a steady supply of gems, literally forever. So it's totally worth doing that. Another thing I would do is actually get these other slots of the market unlocked. I spent my first about a month and a half, maybe even more than that, just on the basic ones. I didn't actually notice you could actually unlock extra slots, which you can do. It just gives you far more choice. Like otherwise you can be like stuck on something which is not that great, and you can see something further down here, for example, which could be actually really good. So another thing there is to unlock these extra market slots as soon as you can. Next one is join a clan. Joining a clan is totally worth it. One of the first things you've got to do in the game. Even if it's a low level clan which doesn't get like tons of stuff done, it's really good. There's different benefits to joining a clan. Like Clan versus Clan is a tournament which comes along which earns you different rewards simply by doing more than the opposition clan. And they're very basic, just champion objectives. You just upgrade champions to get new ones to earn tournament points. As simple as that. For that one, it's all you got to do. Different battles, just go and fight in faction wars. Just go and fight there. It's going to earn you points. Just really easy ways of getting points. Just upgrade and enhance artifacts. More points. And the more points you get, the more you help out your clan, and then you earn some really cool rewards. We've collected these ones already. And it's got the last couple of ones to go. And look at this, like really good stuff, which is going to be really beneficial in the game. Now, the other reason to join a clan as well is to fight the clan boss. Mostly, it's going to be the Demon Lord at first. And when you do this, again, there's some really nice rewards here. You get the different chests based on basically how much damage you were able to achieve yourself. Like on the easy level, you've only got to do over 1.15 million damage, and then you'll pick up any 2 of these rewards. But the reason it's good to do this is if you defeat the Demon Lord as a clan, this is like everybody in the clan helping out defeat the Demon Lord. Then if he gets defeated, you double the clan's rewards. So this is really good. So make sure you use your Demon Lord keys every single day and attack the Demon Lord. And you can do it on different levels at the same time. Like if you do a lot of damage on the easy level, so you know that everybody else can chip in and finish off there, you can use your second key, for example, and attack it on normal. And if everybody else finishes off, then you're going to get rewards from the easy tier and normal at the same time. And eventually the hard, and very eventually, in our case, to the brutal tier at the same time. Because you can't tackle one level until you defeated the Demon Lord on the previous one. Right, there are more tips. You could literally go on about what's good to do and what's not good to do in this game literally forever. It's totally mega in-depth and an awful lot of fun. But I've got to end the video there because it's already quite a long one. But there it is. If you enjoyed the video, why not download the game? It's a completely free to download game. And when you do that with my link in the description below or the QR code up top, you are going to get Zargala as soon as you finish the tutorial. And she's a fantastic epic champion, can attack all enemies 3 times. And when you reach level 15, you will unlock Ugo, who can revive your entire team. And don't forget about that Supreme 6 promo code to get Supreme Gallic, a legendary champion, completely free. Because it's Raid's 6th anniversary. Now they've gone a bit mad on giving away stuff. And remember, when you get Zargala 2, you also get $60 worth of in-game stuff. 600,000 silver, force mid potions, chickens, rare skill tomes. So absolutely fantastic. But if you enjoyed this video, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.